Yes, well, of course, this is extremely worrying news for all of the workforce and everyone connected at British Steel. But we have to look at the positives, and this is an opportunity to build a new alternative future without Greybull Capital. Because if we've learned anything over the last few days, it's like Greybull Capital should not be owning a steel business. They need to get out the road and let those of us who are serious about saving the steel industry work together to find a solution to save the industry.
What do you think the future of British Steel will hold then? What do you think is going to happen next?
Well, what has to happen, and we'd appeal to the receiver to make this happen, is for time and space to be given to enable buyers to come forward and develop their plans, and government has to support that process in any way possible, whether that be providing finance or even, if all else fails, taking a temporary and strategic stake in the business to secure the assets, because the costs to the taxpayer of not intervening are so high. We estimate that the costs of cleaning up this industrial site in the worst case scenario could amount to £1 billion. A temporary, short, small intervention would be excellent value to the taxpayer.
And you mentioned Greybull there as well. I mean, a lot of people are commenting on how they've pulled money out of British Steel. I mean, what are your thoughts on Greybull as owners?
Look, I don't want to comment too much about Greybull, but ultimately, I think they treated this business as a shot to nothing. They took it on, they took on very limited risk, and when the going got tough, they left. And to be honest, they're not the sort of people we need running a steel business. This is a proud steel industry with 150 years of history. It deserves better than that, and I'm confident that we can find a buyer that sees the value in this business and gives us a chance to prove what the workforce can do.
Has it still got a future?
Yes, absolutely it has a future. Absolutely it has a future. This business has been profitable 2 years out of the last 3. It makes high-tech profits. It's a strategic industry. We need it in this country. 95% of network rail comes out of this site. It props up our infrastructure in this country. The idea of not having this business here is just unthinkable.
Is this all a consequence of Brexit uncertainty, or is it more complicated than that?
Well, clearly it's more complicated than that, but government policy, whether it be related to Brexit or other things, is absolutely critical to this debate. When the steel crisis hit in 2015 and we lost 5,000 jobs in a month, energy prices, bad procurement policy, business rates, no industrial strategy, they were the issues then, they're still the issues now. Brexit uncertainty is massive for an exporting company like British Steel, but government failures go back a long way before that and still need to be addressed.
What would you say to steel workers today who are worrying about their futures, worrying about their jobs?
I would say continue to fight, stay confident. This is a good business. We will never give up. While the coke ovens keep burning and the steel assets remain, there is everything to play for. I know that the workforce will continue to fight, and we call on everyone, MPs, customers, suppliers, management, to back us in our fight for the business.
One of the problems here is the fact that people are already driving home. Some people, contractors, have been told, well, you may as well leave and don't bother coming back tomorrow. And yet there are some people in there who are sort of continuing, just thinking, well, I mean, I might as well just keep coming because I've got nothing else to do. So that uncertainty is so difficult for people. What can you say to them?
It is, uncertainty clearly is very difficult. I can't comment on the specific issue you mentioned, I'm not aware of it. But the workforce has been paid for this month, which should give them some confidence. I hope it will. Who knows what the future will hold? But our message would be that people need to continue to work. This business is in the shop window. We're calling on people to come forward to show their interest. So let's keep going. The business needs to perform, and with the right support from government and the right backing from all the stakeholders, I'm confident that we can secure a future for this business.